So what we're going to do is utilize some principles of art therapy. Now, art therapy can be really important because it's a powerful tool in releasing difficult situations and trauma. And it goes to the part of the brain in the limbic system that words don't. So your words are in your frontal lobe. This is where we're always thinking, planning. When you're anxious, everything's up here. If we were able to look at a functional MRI, your frontal lobe would be extremely active when you're worried about something or when you're anxious or stressed. Art utilizes a different part of your brain. It's the feeling part of your brain. It's the part of your brain that's nonverbal. And that's what we're going to try to access right now.
Cool.
So you may have heard that the left side of the brain is more connected to language. The right side of the brain is more emotions are stored. Now, research has emerged that it's not really quite so black and white. Like they always are communicating with one another, but certainly certain parts of the brain are more dominant during certain activities. So we're going to try to tap into a different part of your brain. And we're going to do an expressive art therapy. This is why it's incredibly healing, because essentially you're using the language of your inner child, right? As children, we don't have that command and control over language that we do as adults. Especially if you're very, very young, you don't even have any language at all. But then even as a 5 or 6 year old, you don't have all the words that you have now, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to give that part of your brain to basically speak to you if you're giving them this chance. Now, take a piece of paper that you have in front of you and just draw basically the shape of a body. Like, so you can just pencil in like head, legs, just draw a person essentially, but it doesn't have to be all filled in. You can draw it. If you're very artistic, you can draw it to look like yourself, or it can just be a very simplistic picture of a person where basically they have a head, the body parts, and that's it. You can draw in a shirt, a t-shirt, whatever you want. Okay. So go ahead and just create that drawing now. I can also give you a example if people don't understand kind of what I'm talking about of like.
Well, and don't feel bad how bad your drawing looks. Look at mine. Okay. I'm not an artist here. I don't know.
Right,
oh, you can't.
I know. I was like,
Bridget, do you have me on or no?
Nobody needs to draw like a perfect person or anything. That is perfect. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It can be just as simple as that, or if you want it to be.
Doesn't it look like me too?
If you wanted to draw, something more complicated, it's totally up to you. Okay. And now, what I want you to do is to, again, quiet down your mind a bit now that you've started to draw this person, and really pay attention to your own body now. Okay. And do a body scan and pay attention to anything that might be feeling tense or uncomfortable or maybe in pain. Okay. So really scan your body. You can start from your head, going down to your shoulders, just really paying attention to the parts of your body that might be a little sore, a little uncomfortable, a little bit tension there, maybe even in pain. And now go to the picture of the person in front of you, and you can just shade in the areas of your body that feel any pain or discomfort. If you have different colors in front of you, you can make them different colors. Like this means tension and this means pain. If you just have one color, you can shade them, in different ways. You can maybe use, diagonals to mean that this is discomfort. You can maybe use, little X's to mean that this is pain, right? So there's different ways to designate different experiences in your body. And I'll give you guys maybe another minute just to make sure that you've done the entire body scan and created your picture. Okay. So now that we've had some time with this, what was your reaction to it? Did you find that maybe there were parts of your body that were actually in discomfort or in pain that you didn't realize before this exercise? Usually what people find in this exercise is that they don't pay attention to their bodies enough. They're not listening to their bodies enough. All day long, you're up here. Your mind is thinking about all the things you have to do. And you don't even realize that you're carrying tension in your body, that maybe certain parts are hurting. And your mind and your body are connected. And so if your body is not in a great shape, it's not feeling good, it's going to affect your mind, how you approach problems, how you're thinking about the things that are in front of you, your emotions, and then your actions that follow.